What's going on, everybody? Figured I'd have a chat with the camera while I'm letting my car warm up here. Today's topic is, should I buy an M5 CS, the Porsche Taycan Turbo S sedan, or Cross Turismo, Sports, whatever, you know, Turismo something or other, or sorry, it's weird, my sound system's actually working while I'm recording. I didn't think that could happen. Anyway, or should I get an M5 base or comp or something different, you know? Yeah, I've been thinking about this the last few days. I test drove an M5 CS 2 weeks ago, I believe it was, and really liked it, big time. I fell in love with it. And I was a little surprised with how much I liked it. So I made a video about, okay, should I sell this car I'm in right now, my GT500, and my, let's see if I can do this, my E90 M3 over there, and buy an M5, because it kind of would replace both of them for me. So that part makes a lot of sense, replacing two cars with one, for me at least right now, because I just don't have, I hate having cars all over the street, and you know, they're dirty all the time. So yeah, so I was thinking a lot about the Taycan. I put a post up on Bimmerfest, I think it was, talked to some people, just kind of pick their brain. Not that I want anyone to make my decisions for me, but I was kind of hoping someone would bring up something I hadn't thought of, to be honest with you, and no one really did. A lot of people just really were like, I hate EVs and batteries suck and blah blah blah, and that wasn't really what I was looking for. But in the process of that forum post and thinking about it the last few days, the thing I really thought about is my wife has a Rivian she ordered that should be coming like really soon, and that it's an SUV, it's not a sports car, but I don't know if you guys have seen Doug DeMure's latest review of it that just came out, and that thing does 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. It offers like a Jeep Wrangler, and it fits 7 people. So I'll probably drive it here and there. And I guess what I'm saying is, if she's got a Rivian and I end up getting a Taycan, I feel like it's just a little bit, there's a little bit of redundancy there. You know, if I want to hear like a loud car, I'm not going to have that available. Well, until my Targa 4S is done. That's a different story. I don't want to consider my Targa 4S as like a optional daily driver anytime soon until it's actually done, and that could be years. So anyway, back on track. So the Taycan, I feel like I should wait. I feel like I'm gonna eventually, I'll probably have all EVs. I may have no gas motors at some point in my garage, just because that's the way the future is gonna be, right? So, you know, why not hold on a little bit longer and get one of the best gasoline vehicles ever built, which is the M5 CS, or maybe the M5 comp. So I started thinking about the things I liked about the M5 and the M5 CS, and the things I didn't like. And one of the things I don't like is that it doesn't, some of the things I don't like is that it doesn't have a sunroof or any sort of, could be sunroof, moonroof, panoramic roof, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't have any of those things, and I really like that. I like having one of those. Unfortunately, my GT500 does not have one. My E90 M3 doesn't have one. My GT3S didn't have one. My Z4M Coupe did not have one. My Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, like pretty much every single car I've had for a while didn't have one. The one car I had recently that did have one was the R6 Avant, but I didn't like that car. So I wish the M5 CS came with a panoramic roof of some sort, and I wish it had ventilated seats. Let's see again. So you can see this is my ventilated seats in my Mustang GT500 here. It's almost always on. I love it. I'm sure there's some jokes to be made here about like, do you always like your butt breezy or something? I don't know, but nice. I like air conditioning. I like being, you said, would you rather be hot or cold? Immediately I would say cold. I like being cold. So I like having ventilated seats, and the M5 CS does not have that as an option. It has carbon fiber bucket seats. I get it. A lot of cars don't have ventilated seats when they're a track car. So I think I should really drive an M5 comp, ventilated seats and a moonroof, or whatever you want to call it, and see if it's feels as good as it'll feel just as good to me as the M5 CS for a lot less money, and just want to have the sexy looking, you know, front carbon seats and the buckets in the back, but maybe for me, maybe it'd be a better fit. And maybe I can get a really good deal in one, and just maybe I'd keep my GT500 and sell the E90 M3, or keep the, I don't know. I probably wouldn't keep the E90 M3, and if I was gonna get an M5, I think it'd be way too redundant as well, and it has worse seating in the back for my kids, and the only thing it really has is stick shift. So, and I do like driving stick, but I also still have a Targa 4S that I've mentioned earlier in this video, that I'll eventually have to drive. So, and that's stick. So if I want to drive stick, I can go bang some gears in the Targa. And actually, I should be able to drive that car really soon. There'll be a good update video. I should probably make an update video about that, like today or tomorrow. I don't know if I will, because I'm busy, but we'll see. But there are some updates to be had for that. Anyway, so the gist of this video is I'm no longer interested in the Taycan. I do love the M5 CS, and I think I should drive an M5 comp or base or whatever, and see if I also love the more base models, and could save some money not getting an M5 CS. The reason why I haven't already bought an M5 CS is literally resale value. I like buying cars that are really fun, but that also don't just depreciate very quickly. And the M5 CS to me feels like that car that's going to be, you know, worth $100,000 in 2 years, or $80,000 in 2 years, who knows? And that just feels like such a waste of money for me. I know a lot of people are like, well, it's a car, what do you expect? But, you know, not all cars depreciate like that. This GT500 I'm in right now, it's worth, I think, $5,000 more than I paid for it. My GT3 RS, I sold for more than I bought it for. My Raptor truck, that's probably still close to what I paid for it 5 years later. I think it is now, 4 or 5 years later. So I don't know. My Evo, I sold for about what I paid for it. You know, most of my cars, I think about a little bit about, you know, how much does it cost? How much money am I going to lose? How much money am I throwing in the trash can, right? And I'm okay with throwing some money in the trash can for the sake of having fun, but you know, we're talking about pretty large amounts of money at this point, and I'm not that well off to just be throwing, you know, that much money in the trash without thinking about it. Well, I guess that's a way to say it. I'm not that comfortable with throwing that much money away to just not even worry, or I would have already bought an M5 CS. So, decisions. I gotta test drive something. I was gonna put this GT500 on the market. That's another step in the right direction to doing something. So, I don't know. We'll see. I may end up just buying the M5 CS and saying screw it, and maybe it'll depreciate, and I don't know. See, I'm talking in circles. Ranting. Sorry, guys. Well, it's not even 10 minutes, and a lot of my videos are 20, so I'm gonna cut it early. I'm gonna drive into work, think about this some more, and yeah, there's 2 other things I want to make videos about if I have time. One of them is the Targa 4S, like I mentioned, and then also, if you can see it right corner, there's like the top of a power washer. That's a Kranzel that I bought from Obsessed Garage. Not a happy camper about that purchase, and it's definitely worth making a video about that piece of equipment. So I'm gonna plan on making a video about that too. All right, see you guys soon. Bye.